When I joined the band had already been around for a year, and they started with a different singer. So, because they had an initial boost of hype right off the bat, when I came into the band, I think a lot of people were like, "Oh, well, I'll write them off now because they don't have their original singer anymore." But when I joined the band, I was totally unfamiliar with them, and so I took it and made it my own. And it took a few years for us to get back moving because I think a lot of people had just written us off as dead in the water because second singers don't always work. But I treated it like it was a brand new band and that like I was the first singer, and because of that, I think that the majority of our fan base just knows Memphis with me, which it's not an egotistical thing. I just, like when I came into it, I wanted to represent myself. And so, that was definitely the biggest obstacle, coming into the band as the second singer and trying to prove that, the band is still very much worth listening to. So. I think the best advice that we've ever gotten was probably from Story of the Year. Those guys are close friends of ours, and when we toured with them the first time, we were having kind of a serious conversation with them, and one of them said, make sure that you treat everybody on the road with equal respect, no matter how small of a band they might be or how big of a band that might be, because a few years from now, the bands that are playing under you are going to play above you, And I think that that's so valuable, just to never let ego get in the way. And, I think the worst advice that I've ever gotten on the road is probably anybody that tries to encourage you to just always look out for yourself, Make sure that, that you're getting what you deserve and, that you're, taking what they aren't giving to you, and everything. It's just like, man, music shouldn't be a competitive business, It should just be a community of people that are here to do something special and to do it together and ultimately to make the world a better place. So, the best advice is to be selfless and the worst advice is to be selfish, So, yeah. I think the answer to that would just be perseverance. I think that there's so many ups and downs in music. One day you can be on top of the world, and the other day, you feel like you're at the bottom. And I think that what it really takes is just knowing that if you're creating something that you believe in, if your craft is something that you truly stand behind, then I think that no matter what anybody says about it or thinks about it, that it'll always be worth it to you, and you should really be making music for yourself and just hope that it, blesses other people. So for me, I think that, we have to continue pursuing this thing that we love so much, no matter how much it feels like we're swimming against the current, and I think that any successful band has had to go through that multiple times. I think that the most valuable thing that's ever happened to us on the road or ever happened to us as a band is when someone says that our music inspired them to make a positive change in their life, that something we created that is for us and about us translated into someone else's life so powerfully that they made the song their own and they decided to make a positive change, whether that be to stop self-harming or to, walk away from an addiction or walk away from an abusive relationship. Those kind of things are so valuable to us. And when our music can affect someone else's life positively, it's very obvious to me that our music is so much bigger than just us, and that we're actually really blessed to be able to get to be a part of it. So. I think nothing is guaranteed. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how well you do in this realm or how poorly you do in this realm. Everything can change the next day, and to be thankful every single day for what we do have. To live with a sense of gratitude, to look around us at all times and be thankful for what we have, because in an instant that can change. So.